Welcome to the Deep Dive, the show where we really try to cut through the noise and get straight to the insights that matter. Today, we're diving into something genuinely revolutionary. I
Yeah.
mean, something that's reshaping economies and, frankly, creating opportunities right before our very eyes. We're calling it the AI gold rush.
hmm
And look, this isn't some future prediction. It's happening right now. Real people are leveraging artificial intelligence to build, new streams of income, launch businesses, generate wealth at pace that was, well, almost unimaginable just a few years back.
It really is staggering when you look at the acceleration.
Absolutely. And our mission in this deep dive, it's custom tailored for you, the listener. We're going to distill the most important nuggets of knowledge from our sources, cut through all the hype so you can stop, being a spectator
Yeah.
and start actively participating in this incredible wave of wealth creation.
And I think what's truly fascinating here, and where we should probably start, is understanding why AI feels so fundamentally different this time. We had the internet boom, the mobile computing era, great transformations, no doubt. But the sources are really clear on this. AI isn't just another tool, they call it a force multiplier.
A force multiplier. Okay,
Yeah.
what does that actually mean in practice?
Well, it means it amplifies human capability in really unprecedented ways. One of the most striking differences is just the sheer speed it offers. Think about it. You can go from maybe just a spark of an idea to actual execution, maybe even a marketable product or service in a matter of hours or days, not the months or even years that traditional development cycles used to demand.
Hours or days? That's insane.
It is. And it dramatically accelerates the entire business life cycle. And maybe even more critically, it seriously reduces the cost of failure. You can ideate, test, fail fast, pivot, maybe a dozen times in the same period it once took to launch one single pretty risky product.
Wow.
That speed, that ability to iterate, that's the real power here.
That speed, yeah. That iterative capability, it really changes everything, doesn't it? It's like being able to sprint a marathon almost. Failing fast, pivoting even faster.
Precisely. And then another huge game changer is cost efficiency. AI tools can perform, or at least heavily assist with, tasks that traditionally required entire teams.
Like what sort of tasks?
Well, think about needing a dedicated copywriter or a skilled graphic designer, maybe a data analyst, even a customer service rep. AI can step in, or at least augment, many of these roles, and that dramatically reduces your operational overhead.
Right, so it's not just a small saving.
No, it's often substantial, and it democratizes entrepreneurship in a big way. It makes starting something truly accessible to individuals with far fewer resources than ever before.
So instead of needing that upfront capital to hire, say, 5 specialists, you're basically orchestrating 5 incredibly efficient digital assistants for, well, a fraction of the cost. That's a massive leg up for individual creators and lean startups.
It absolutely is, and tied closely to that is scalability. This is key. Unlike human teams, AI systems can work tirelessly 24/7. They don't need sleeps, they don't ask for raises, they don't experience burnout. Once you set up an AI-powered system, it can handle an immense volume of tasks. It allows for potentially exponential growth without that linear increase in human resources that always used to be the bottleneck.
That makes sense. And the thing I found most compelling from the sources, maybe the most exciting part, is this idea of creativity on demand. It feels like AI augments human skills right across the board. Whether you're writing, designing, coding, even doing complex strategic thinking, it sort of removes the limitations based on your personal skill set, doesn't it?
It really does.
And the sources suggest this might be the first time in human history where a solo entrepreneur, just one person, powered by the right AI stack,
Mm.
can actually build products, create content, launch services that genuinely rival the output and the polish of entire companies. That's a revolutionary thought, isn't it? Really changes the game.
It's beyond revolutionary. I think it fundamentally levels the playing field. It shifts the advantage away from those with the biggest teams or the deepest pockets, and towards those who are most curious, most adaptable, and frankly, most adept at leveraging these new capabilities. It's a democratization of production and innovation.
And that's precisely what this deep dive is all about for you, the listener. Over the next, say, 20 to 30 minutes, we're going to peel back the layers, explore practical, actionable strategies for harnessing this power. We'll identify some of the most profitable niches ripe for AI integration, reveal surprising tools and use cases that are, already transforming lives and bank accounts. Our ultimate goal here is simple: give you a clear path to transforming your AI knowledge into tangible cash flow. So let's get started. Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. We hear AI everywhere these days, right? It feels like it's suddenly everywhere. But it isn't some brand new concept that just appeared overnight. It's been around for a while.
That's right.
But its recent explosion into widespread accessibility, that's what's truly transformative. And that's why we're having this conversation now, I think. If we look back, I mean, the very idea of intelligent machines, it dates all the way back to the mid-20th century, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You had pioneers like Alan Turing asking those foundational questions, can machines think? But for decades, AI remained largely academic. It was sort of tucked away in university labs, theoretical research projects. It wasn't really in the public sphere.
What changed? What brought it out of the lab?
Well, what's truly fascinating here is how the real practical transformation began to accelerate dramatically in the 2010s. That's when we saw this kind of perfect storm, a confluence of factors. You had massive data sets becoming widely available online. You had significant improvements in hardware, especially graphics processing units, GPUs.
Right, the things gamers use.
Exactly. Turns out they're incredibly efficient at the kind of parallel processing needed for AI models. And then the third piece was the widespread adoption of cloud computing, providing that scalable infrastructure on demand.
So data, better chips, and the cloud.
That powerful trifecta. It allowed deep learning models to truly flourish. And we saw major milestones. Google's DeepMind cracking complex image recognition back in 2012. Then AlphaGo beating the world champion at Go in 2016.
I remember that. That felt like science fiction at the time.
It did. Many thought that was still decades away. And by the early 2020s, you had advanced language models like GPT-3, GPT-4 starting to show really astonishing capabilities. Writing coherent essays, poetry, generating complex code. It was building fast.
So we had these incredible breakthroughs happening, but mostly behind the scenes, right? Largely confined to expert circles. But then came that single monumental moment, the one that truly put AI on everyone's radar. ChatGPT's public launch in late 2022.
That was the undeniable tipping point, no question. Because ChatGPT didn't just showcase technical prowess, it fundamentally democratized access. It allowed ordinary people, folks without any programming background, to interact directly with a sophisticated AI through just a simple chat window.
Yeah, it felt like magic.
It did. And that moment wasn't just a technical leap. It was a profound cultural shift. It sparked this arms race across the tech industry. It sent a clear signal. AI was no longer just an abstract concept or a research project. It had entered the age of immediate personal accessibility.
It's like suddenly everyone had a genius friend they could just ask anything. I keep coming back to that analogy I've heard, AI as an intern on steroids.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's brilliant, incredibly fast, can process vast amounts of information, but the sources really emphasize, and you mentioned this earlier, it still absolutely needs human direction, human judgment.
Yeah.
Why is that human element, despite all this raw power, still so non-negotiable?
That's such a critical distinction to make. As powerful as these AI models are, they can hallucinate.
Hallucinate.
Yeah, it means they can confidently generate information that is just factually incorrect or sometimes completely nonsensical, made-up stuff. They also inherently lack genuine emotion. They don't have a nuanced understanding of complex human social dynamics or true ethical reasoning. Not yet, anyway. So while it can generate, a very persuasive sales email, it won't truly understand the subtle emotional cues of a potential client the way a human can.
Right.
Your role, the human role, is still crucial. You provide the strategy, the ethical judgment, the creative direction, the emotional intelligence, and that final polish, that quality control. It's an immensely powerful tool, absolutely. But it's not autonomous in the critical thinking or empathetic sense. Not by a long shot. Hashtag 1.2 essential AI tool categories for money making.
Okay, so if AI is this brilliant, maybe occasionally hallucinating intern on steroids, what exactly are these tools, these specific applications that are actually helping people make real money right now? The landscape seems huge, maybe a bit overwhelming. But our sources break it down into some really practical categories you can immediately grasp.
Absolutely. And understanding these categories is really your foundational step. It helps you identify where you can potentially plug in and start creating value almost immediately. Perhaps the most accessible starting point for many is with language models and text generation.
Like ChatGPT.
Exactly. Think of tools like the ubiquitous ChatGPT or Claude or Jasper, other powerful AI chat platforms. The real insight here isn't just that they can write well. It's that they let you essentially collapse the entire content pipeline from that initial idea to a solid first draft into minutes.
Minutes, wow.
Yeah. Their primary use cases: crafting compelling website copy, generating engaging blog posts, writing social media content that gets attention, even helping with things like resumes, detailed email campaigns, video scripts, the list goes on. The monetization here comes from generating content way faster and at an unprecedented scale, either for clients or for fueling your own content ventures. It fundamentally reshapes the economics of how content gets produced and distributed.
So a freelance writer could, theoretically, just supercharge their output, serve way more clients. Or maybe a blogger could churn out far more SEO-optimized articles in a fraction of the time, allowing them to capture more search traffic.
Precisely. That's exactly the kind of leverage we're talking about. Next up, we have image generation. These are tools like Midjourney, DALAE, maybe Stable Diffusion, or Canva's built-in AI features. These are seriously revolutionizing design. They're used for creating unique visual designs, compelling ad creatives that instantly grab attention. Illustrating children's books, one source mentioned a designer selling AI art posters quite successfully, and even generating print-on-demand merchandise designs.
Right on demand, huh?
Yeah, imagine designing graphics for an entire clothing line or a unique collection of digital artwork, maybe in just a single afternoon.
Yeah.
That's now possible.
That's incredible. So from graphic designers selling unique AI art prints online to e-commerce entrepreneurs creating entire product lines with these bespoke designs,
Yeah,
the visual landscape is totally changing.
completely. Then we move into voice and audio AI. You've got tools like 11 Labs, Murph.ai, Descripts AI features. These allow for really high quality, often surprisingly lifelike voiceovers, podcast narration, character voices for games or animation, and even generating full audiobooks.
Whole audiobooks without a human narrator.
It's getting there, yeah. It dramatically reduces production costs and time, making professional-sounding audio accessible to virtually anyone. Imagine generating an entire audiobook or maybe a series of podcast episodes with a pretty decent AI voice. That avoids the need for expensive voice actors for every single project.
No more needing those expensive voice actors.
Oh, wow.
That opens up so many possibilities for creators and small businesses.
Indeed. Following that, there's video generation and editing. Tools like Pictory, Runway, Synthesia, these are becoming quite powerful. They're great for creating what our sources call YouTube automation channels.
Faceless channels, right?
Exactly. Think faceless YouTube channels producing engaging explainer videos, online course content, or even short-form ads, all with pretty minimal human intervention beyond the initial concept and, importantly, that final polishing. It's a massive leap forward for video creation efficiency.
That's huge for content creators who might be, camera shy or maybe just lack a big production budget. It puts professional-looking video within reach of almost anyone.
It truly does. The fifth category is automation and AI agents. These tools, often combined with workflow platforms like Zapier or Make.com, are fantastic for automating business processes. Things like customer support triage, lead generation follow-ups, or even entire complex workflow automations. They can delegate multi-step tasks that traditionally required constant human oversight. They essentially act as tireless virtual assistants managing complex sequences behind the scenes.
So a small business could set up an AI agent to handle, say, all the first-tier customer inquiries,
Yeah.
freeing up their human team for the more complex stuff, or maybe even automate lead qualifications so the sales team only talks to genuinely interested prospects. That saves a lot of time. Exactly. Huge time saver.
Yeah.
Then number 6, we have no-code AI app builders. Platforms like Bubble, Glide, maybe Softdoor. These empower individuals to create surprisingly sophisticated SaaS applications, internal company tools, or chatbots without writing traditional code.
Okay, that's big.
It fundamentally opens up software development to almost anyone with a good idea, bypassing that traditional need for extensive coding knowledge or expensive developer teams.
Suddenly, you don't need to be a hardcore developer to launch a tech startup. That's a massive shift in the whole entrepreneurial landscape.
Massive. And finally, category 7, AI for data, research and analytics. This involves utilizing advanced chat models like ChatGPT with plugins or specialized platforms like Perplexity AI. This category is invaluable for rapid market analysis, generating detailed white papers or reports, crafting comprehensive business plans, and summarizing vast amounts of data in mere seconds.
Wow. It's like having a whole team of research analysts on call 24/7. Pretty much. It's like having a team of analysts at your fingertips, yeah.
This all sounds incredible, like a complete super suite for a solo entrepreneur. Gives them an instant competitive edge. But, stepping back, what does this really mean for value creation, where does the value actually get created when someone is leveraging all these different tools?
That brings up a really critical point, actually. Where does the value truly get created when using these tools? Because the tool itself isn't the value, right? If we look at the traditional value chain of any business, from the initial idea through to delivery and ongoing support, AI doesn't just automate tasks, it amplifies every single stage.
Every stage. How so?
Well, take ideation. AI can brainstorm digital product concepts or research market gaps in minutes, providing insights you might easily miss otherwise. In creation, it handles a lot of the heavy lifting writing content drafts, building no-code SaaS apps, generating design options, dramatically speeding up production. For distribution, AI assists with scheduling content effectively, optimizing it for search engines, crafting personalized email marketing campaigns at scale. During the sales process, it can generate compelling scripts, personalize outreach messages, even act as a chatbot for initial lead qualification.
Okay, I see. It touches everything.
Everything. For support, AI provides 247 customer service capabilities, handling routine inquiries efficiently, freeing up humans. And finally, in Insights, it can summarize complex data, offering analytics and actionable reports that inform strategy. So AI truly supercharges the entire life cycle of value creation. It allows individuals and small teams to operate with the kind of efficiency and output that used to belong only to much larger traditional organizations. Hashtag tag 1.3, the money-making mental model.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me, and I think for our listeners too. The sources talk about a simple, really actionable framework to actually make money with AI. They distill it down into a 5-step mental model. And they say it's applicable across basically every AI-driven venture, whether you're building a digital product, offering a service, creating content. This sounds like the essential blueprint for action, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And this model is deliberately simple, but it's incredibly effective because it grounds all that AI power firmly in market reality. You can't just play with the tech, you need a plan. So the very first step, step one, is identifying a problem, a real one. You must start with a genuine pain point or a clear desire that exists out there in the market. What do people genuinely need help with? What problem are they actively struggling with, maybe on a daily basis? And crucially, what are they willing to pay to solve or achieve? This is the absolute foundation. If there's no real problem people care about, there's no sustainable business, period.
Right. So the core message here is don't just build something cool because AI can do it. Build it because it solves a specific human need or desire, because it alleviates a real pain. That's where the value starts.
Precisely. You got it. Once you've identified that clear problem, then step two is selecting the optimal AI tool. You choose a specific AI tool, or maybe a combination of tools, that helps solve that specific problem better, faster, or cheaper than the traditional methods. This could be a language model for generating content, an image generator for creating visuals, or maybe an automation platform for streamlining a clunky workflow.
Makes sense. Find the problem, then find the right AI hammer for that nail.
Exactly. Then comes step three. Crafting your unique offer. This is absolutely critical. This is where you truly differentiate yourself. The sources really emphasize adding your unique perspective, your personal experience, your specialized packaging, maybe your specific niche focus to whatever service or product you're creating.
Why is that so important? If the AI is doing the work.
Because AI tools are becoming increasingly accessible to everyone, right? The barrier to entry is low. So your unique human touch, your curation skills, your strategic thinking, your refinement of the output, your understanding of the client's real need, that's crucial to stand out in what's quickly becoming a crowded market.
Ah, okay. So the AI is the engine, but you're the driver adding the unique value.
Exactly. It's the strategic thinking behind the AI, the thoughtful curation, the human-level refinement. That's what elevates a generic AI output into a truly valuable, unique offer that people will pay a premium for. Then the fourth step is identifying your market. Where do these people with the problem hang out? You need to know exactly where your target audience congregates online. Are they active on LinkedIn looking for professional services? Are they searching for solutions on Reddit forums or maybe gig platforms like Fiverr or Upwork? Are they browsing Etsy for unique products? Consuming content on YouTube? You have to go where your customers are already looking for solutions. You can't just build it and expect them to magically find you.
Right, meet them where they are. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And the final step?
The fifth step is simply repeat. And this is crucial. This is not a one-and-done process. It's about continuously improving your product or service based on actual user feedback. It's about optimizing your marketing efforts, finding what resonates. It's about strategically increasing your pricing as you demonstrate more and more value. And it's about finding ways to scale the entire operation efficiently. It's a constant cycle of refinement and growth.
So it's iterative. Learn, build, measure, learn again.
Exactly. And if we step back for a moment, this whole mental model, it's really about applying strategic leverage with AI. It's about being deliberate, being iterative in your approach, understanding that while AI provides immense power and speed, it's your understanding of the market, your unique perspective, and your consistent effort and refinement that truly converts that raw power into sustainable profit. It's a continuous loop of problem solving and optimization, just massively accelerated by AI. Hashtag tag 1.4 emerging trends and staying ahead of the curve.
Okay, so we have the tools, we have a mental model, but to truly make serious money with AI, especially long term, you need to keep your eyes firmly on the horizon, right? The landscape is changing so incredibly rapidly. What's cutting edge today might just be commonplace tomorrow. Our sources highlight some really critical emerging trends that seem to indicate where the next wave of significant monetization niches will likely emerge.
That's a great point. Staying ahead of the curve is vital. One of the most significant emerging trends, which is honestly already here to some extent, is multimodal AI.
Multimodal, what's that?
It refers to AI tools that can seamlessly handle and process multiple types of data, text, image, audio, even video, all within a single integrated interface. Think about the recent advancements in models like GPT-4o, which showed glimpses of this. This integrated capability will open up entirely new ways to create and interact with content. It'll streamline complex workflows that currently require juggling multiple specialized tools.
Ah, I see. So instead of using one AI for text, another for images, maybe a third for video, they'll all be integrated, talk to each other.
Exactly. Or maybe even be part of the same core model. That simplifies things immensely for individual creators and small teams. It collapses even more time and effort.
Okay, what else is on the horizon?
Another major trend is the rise of increasingly sophisticated AI agents. These are tools designed to perform multi-step tasks autonomously, with less direct prompting for each step. Think of specialized coding agents that can debug or build entire features, or project management tools that can manage entire workflows.
So instead of me giving a prompt for just a single output, like write an email, I could potentially instruct an agent to complete an entire project, like research this topic, draft a report, and then create a slide deck based on that report, all with minimal oversight.
That's the direction things are heading, yes. It transforms AI from just an assistant into more of a true delegated project manager or even a virtual team member.
Wow, that sounds like a whole new level of automation for businesses. Frees up human bandwidth for really strategic work.
It absolutely is. Then we have the trend of fine-tuned models. This is really interesting. Think of it this way. A general AI like ChatGPT is like a brilliant generalist, right? It knows a little bit about almost everything. A fine-tuned model, however, has been given intensive, focused training on a very specific data set. Maybe only legal documents, or only medical research papers, or only data from a particular company's customer interactions.
So it becomes a deep expert in one narrow area.
Precisely. It becomes an unparalleled expert in that narrow field. It offers a level of accuracy, nuance, and domain-specific understanding that a general AI simply can't match. These specialized AIs will offer significant value within their specific niches. Think legal tech, healthcare, finance, creating huge opportunities for those who can build or effectively deploy them.
So you're not just getting a general AI assistant, but one that truly understands the specific jargon, the subtle nuances, the context of a particular industry. That sounds like a massive competitive advantage.
It is. We're also seeing rapid development in voice plus real-time AI. This encompasses capabilities like instant, very natural-sounding translation, allowing for seamless global communication, or real-time assistance, where AI can respond in natural language with almost no perceptible delay.
Like the movie Her.
Getting closer. Imagine real-time customer service interactions that feel entirely natural and fluid, or language barriers just melting away in global video calls. That's becoming reality.
Incredible. And finally, the sources also highlight the growth of AI marketplaces. What are those about?
AI marketplaces are essentially platforms where AI outputs themselves become the products or services being sold. This could be anything from curated, high-value prompt packs designed for specific use cases to AI-generated design assets like icons or illustrations, maybe niche AI tools built on top of larger models, or even AI-generated articles or scripts sold as stock content.
So people are selling the results of using AI.
Exactly. This trend allows creators to directly monetize the output of AI, fostering a vibrant new economy of digital assets. You're essentially selling the magic that AI helps you create.
Okay, so being early to these waves, multimodal, agents, fine-tuning, real-time voice, marketplaces, it can create a significant first-mover advantage, right? Lets you establish expertise before the market inevitably gets crowded. But for someone just starting out, this all might sound a bit daunting. How does one even begin to get good at this stuff? There's definitely an AI learning curve, isn't there?
Absolutely, there is. And the sources emphasize that building AI fluency isn't about trying to master the entire field overnight. That's impossible. It's about consistent, practical engagement, daily practice.
Like what?
Like using AI for your everyday tasks. Drafting an email, brainstorming ideas for a project, planning your week, just integrate it. It's about learning basic prompt engineering, understanding how to give clear, precise, structured, effective instructions to the AI to get the best possible output. That's a key skill. Joining communities is also invaluable. Relevant subreddits, AI discussions on Twitter X, Discord groups. You learn so much from others, share insights, stay updated on the latest tools.
So immerse yourself.
Take mini courses too. Many are free on YouTube or dedicated AI learning sites. They provide structured learning paths. And crucially, it's about constant experimentation. Build small things, a simple landing page using AI copy, a logo using an AI generator, a short video using an AI tool. Ship them fast, get feedback, iterate. Don't be afraid to try things. This consistent engagement, this daily practice, it leads to genuine fluency. And that fluency builds confidence. And that confidence is what ultimately translates into tangible monetization opportunities.
Okay, let's talk strategy. Because one of the biggest mistakes people make, especially when they're first diving into this whole AI economy, is just trying to blindly copy what someone else is doing. You know, they see someone posting online, I made $50,000 last month with AI-generated children's books, and they immediately jump right in, only to realize maybe they hate writing for kids or they have zero eye for design. It doesn't fit them.
That happens all the time.
You absolutely don't need to do what everyone else is doing. In fact, the sources strongly argue that the real power, the sustainable path, lies in finding your specific niche.
This is such a crucial distinction. It's a cornerstone of smart business building in any field, but especially now with AI providing the tools. So what is a niche? It's basically a focused segment of a broader market. It's characterized by its own distinct needs, its own specific language or jargon, maybe its own culture, and definitely its own unique problems.
And why does niching down matter so much?
Well, when you commit to serving a specific niche, you fundamentally shift your positioning. You go from being a generalist, just one of many offering similar broad services, to becoming a recognized specialist.
Yeah.
This allows you to understand your target audience far, far better than a generalist competitor ever could. You learn their unspoken needs, their specific pain points. As a specialist, you can also command much higher prices for your tailored solutions because you're offering expertise, not just a generic service. And naturally, you face significantly less direct competition because you're targeting a very specific group.
So AI is the tool, but the niche is your playground, where you apply that tool for maximum impact.
That's a great way to put it. Your niche becomes your unique playground, a place where your AI leverage is maximized because you deeply understand the specific problems you're solving.
Okay, that brings up the critical question, though. How do you find that perfect niche, that ideal intersection between your own unique abilities and what AI can actually supercharge? It sounds like the key to unlocking real leverage.
Yeah, finding that sweet spot is key. Our sources introduce a really powerful concept here. They call it the zone of genius intersection.
Okay.
Imagine a Venn diagram, right? With 4 overlapping circles. Circle 1 is what you genuinely love doing, things you're passionate about. Circle 2, what you're naturally good at, your existing skills and talents. Circle 3, what people are already willing to pay for, where's the existing market demand. And circle 4, what AI can significantly supercharge or enhance.
And the sweet spot is where all 4 overlap.
Exactly. Your ideal niche lies right there in the middle where all 4 of these elements intersect. So, for example, if you're a former teacher who also absolutely loves graphic design, well, AI can supercharge the creation of educational materials or children's books, which people clearly pay for. That hits all four circles.
Okay, I see. Another example.
Sure, maybe you're a recruiter who really thrives on building efficient systems and processes. AI can revolutionize resume writing, applicant tracking, and job hunting tools, a service with clear, consistent market demand. Again, hits all four. The core idea is to strategically leverage AI to amplify your existing strengths, passions, and expertise. Don't try to force yourself into a business model that just doesn't suit who you are or what you're good at.
Right. Play to your strengths, amplified by AI. And what's truly exciting, I think, is that AI also makes it easier than ever to validate these niche product or service ideas before you commit massive amounts of time or resources.
Oh, absolutely. Validation is so much faster now.
You can literally use AI to quickly create mock-ups of a digital product, draft different versions of sales pitches, or even A/B test email subject lines and ad copy variations in minutes. Get that crucial market feedback early.
It dramatically reduces the risk of building something that nobody actually wants or needs. Fail fast, learn cheap. #tag 2.2 profitable AI enhanced freelance services.
Okay, so let's say someone wants to get started. Make their first tangible income, maybe their first $1,000, or even aiming for $10,000 a month with AI. The sources suggest that freelancing is often the fastest, lowest risk path to actually getting there. Is AI killing freelancing or changing it?
It's definitely not killing it. It's completely transforming and I'd argue upgrading it. AI hasn't eliminated the freelance landscape. It's giving smart freelancers an absolutely unparalleled edge.
So AI isn't replacing freelancers, it's empowering them, upgrading them.
You're absolutely right. That's the key takeaway. AI isn't replacing the freelancer, it's upgrading them. The most profitable AI-enhanced freelance services emerging for, say, 2025 are those that leverage AI for unprecedented speed, consistency, and often quality, allowing individuals to seriously outcompete traditional agencies or slower generalists. Let's look at a few examples. First, AI copywriting and content creation. Using these advanced language models, freelancers can write really solid SEO-optimized blogs, engaging email sequences, high-converting ad copy, significantly faster than ever before.
So they can take on more work.
Exactly. You can offer these services on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr, or through direct outreach. You can handle more clients, take on bigger projects, and drastically increase your effective income per hour because you're so much faster.
Makes sense. What else?
Second, AI-powered graphic design. Tools like Midjourney, Leonardo.ai, Canva Pro's AI features. They enable the rapid creation of unique logos, stunning web banners, professional book covers, captivating social media creatives. A designer can now offer bespoke, AI-generated art prints or entire branding packages, delivering a high volume of polished work in a fraction of the traditional time.
Okay, speed and volume again.
Third, this is a big one, prompt engineering and AI customization. This is quickly becoming a highly valuable specialized service.
Why is that so valuable?
Because as businesses increasingly adopt AI tools, they often lack the in-house expertise to really get the best results out of these sophisticated models. The prompts matter hugely. So you can offer services to create custom AI models fine-tuned on their data, or maybe build powerful, reusable prompt templates tailored for a client's specific needs, maybe for their sales team's outreach, their HR department's job descriptions, or their legal division's contract analysis. You're essentially selling expertise in orchestrating AI for specific, high-value business outcomes.
Got it. You're the AI whisperer for their business.
Something like that. Fourth, AI automation and workflow consulting. This offers a fantastic opportunity for potentially high-ticket, often recurring client engagements. You help businesses save substantial time and money by setting up things like AI chatbots for customer support or lead generation, or by automating complex, multi-step workflows using integration platforms like Zapier or Make.com, often connected to an AI brain like GPT.
So you're selling efficiency improvements.
Exactly. You're selling increased efficiency, reduced errors, and basically giving valuable time back to busy business owners and their teams. That's a high-value proposition.
Yeah, definitely. So stepping back for a moment, the broader implication here, as you said, is that AI isn't replacing the freelancer. It's upgrading them. It's giving them this productivity edge that allows them to outcompete others, take on more complex work, do it in less time, and maybe even with significantly less stress.
Precisely. You're not just delivering a service anymore. You're delivering it with superpower speed and efficiency powered by AI. That's the new freelance advantage. Hashtag tag 2.3 rapid portfolio building and smart pricing with AI.
Okay, but here's a classic hurdle for any new freelancer, AI-powered or not. It's always, I don't have a portfolio. How do I possibly get clients if I don't have past work to show them? It's that classic chicken-egg problem. But the sources say there's good news. AI can actually help you create a robust, client-ready portfolio, maybe even in a single weekend. How does that work?
Yeah, this is a brilliant use case for AI, and it's remarkably straightforward and empowering. It completely eliminates that portfolio barrier. Here's how you do it. First, you pick a specific service you want to offer, let's say email sequence writing for e-commerce businesses. Then you use a language model like ChatGPT or Claude to generate, say, 5 to 10 high-quality sample email sequences. Maybe for different fictional clients or common e-commerce scenarios, a welcome series, an abandoned cart recovery sequence, a post-purchase follow-up, a promotional campaign. Make them look good.
So you create realistic samples using AI.
Exactly. Next, you use a design tool. Canva is great for this, to create a visually appealing presentation of these samples. Make them look professional, maybe put them in a nice PDF or a simple slide deck. You can easily host this portfolio online, maybe on a simple landing page builder like Card, or even just a shared Notion page. Make it accessible. And finally, here's a pro tip. Record a short video walkthrough using something like Loom. Briefly explain your process for creating those samples, highlight the quality, the strategy, the thought behind your AI-enhanced work.
Ah, the video adds a personal touch.
It does. And just like that, you have a client-ready portfolio, no clients needed. It gives you something concrete and impressive to show potential clients right from day one.
That's truly genius. It completely solves that immediate dilemma for new freelancers.
Okay, so now you've got this impressive AI-generated portfolio. How do you actually price these AI freelance services? The sources strongly emphasize valuing outcomes over the time spent, right?
Precisely. This is critical. There are generally 3 common pricing models in freelancing, and AI dramatically shifts which one makes the most sense for you. First, you have hourly billing. It's simple for clients to understand, but it inherently limits your income potential. Why? Because as you become faster and more efficient using AI, you paradoxically get paid less for doing the same amount of work, or even more work. It penalizes your efficiency.
Right, you get punished for being good. Doesn't make sense. Not really. Second is project-based pricing. This offers more predictability for clients. They know the total cost up front. But the risk for you is scope creep. If the project expands beyond the initial agreement, which often happens, it eats directly into your profits because you're locked into that fixed price.
Yeah, scope creep is the freelancer's nightmare.
It can be. Which brings us to the third, and often most profitable model, value-based pricing or retainers. This offers the highest revenue potential. You charge based on the tangible value delivered to the client, maybe increased sales conversions, hours saved per week, leads generated, or you charge a retainer for ongoing access to your AI-powered systems, expertise, and support. Now, this model requires building trust and clearly demonstrating measurable results, but the upside is significantly higher.
So focus on the value delivered.
Absolutely. And the crucial point here, which the sources consistently highlight, is this. AI significantly boosts your productivity, so do not charge less just because you work faster. That's a huge mistake. Clients are paying for the outcome, the result, the value you provide, not the specific hours you clocked in. For instance, a high-quality, SEO-optimized blog article written with AI assistance might still be priced anywhere from $50 to $250 or more, depending on the niche and complexity. A complex AI automation setup could range from $500 to $5,000 or even higher. Your speed, thanks to AI, is your competitive leverage. It increases your profit margin. It's not a reason to discount your expertise or the value you deliver.
That brings up a really critical point, though. How do you communicate that value effectively to clients, especially when they know AI is doing a significant portion of the work? Many might instinctively think, oh, it's AI, it must be cheaper. Just push a button, right? How do you counter that?
That's a vital aspect of selling AI-powered services, you're right. You need to proactively emphasize where your unique human value lies. You stress that the freelancer's unique insight, their strategic thinking, their ability to craft those precise, effective prompts, and crucially, the human touch of editing, refining, and polishing the AI's output, that is irreplaceable. Clients are paying for your judgment in crafting the prompts. They're paying for your expertise in refining the content to match their brand voice and goals. They're paying for your strategic understanding of their specific business needs.
So you're framing it as AI-assisted expertise, not just raw AI output.
Exactly. AI is the engine, maybe a super fast engine, but you are the skilled driver. You're the architect designing the system. You're the indispensable quality control, ensuring the final product is perfect. That's the value they're truly paying for. You're selling efficiency, yes, but also strategic insight, tailored solutions, and high-quality outcomes. Not just words or images spat out by a machine. Hashtag 2.4, automating and scaling your freelance workflow.
Okay, so AI helps you do the actual client work faster and better. But the sources also suggest it goes beyond that. AI allows you to essentially build a mini agency around yourself, right? By automating all those tedious, non-billable administrative tasks. This frees you up to focus almost entirely on the truly billable work that generates revenue. And it allows you to scale far beyond what a single human could normally manage alone.
This is where the true leverage of AI for freelancers really becomes crystal clear. You can automate so many of those repetitive, time-consuming aspects of just running your business day to day. Imagine client onboarding, for example. A new client fills out a simple online form. That data automatically populates a project board in Notion or Trello, triggers a personalized welcome email, and maybe even schedules a kickoff call reminder, all thanks to AI-powered automation platforms like Zapier connecting your tools.
Wow, that alone saves hours.
Hours. Or consider invoicing. Payments received via Stripe can automatically update your accounting records and project statuses. Proposal generation can be massively streamlined using AI-based templates that automatically pull in client-specific details you've gathered. Even routine status updates can be automated. AI can generate quick summaries of progress for your clients, delivered via email or Slack, keeping them informed without you manually typing updates all day.
So the less time you spend on admin, the more time you spend on actual client work.
Which directly translates into higher earnings. It's the absolute definition of leverage in this new AI era. You're maximizing your billable hours by minimizing everything else.
It truly sounds like AI allows you to essentially be a one-person army, but with this invisible, tireless support staff working constantly behind the scenes. It lets you focus on the core creative or strategic tasks where you add the most value.
It absolutely does. And once you've really mastered a specific freelance service using AI and you've automated your workflows, scaling becomes the natural, logical next step.
How does that scaling process typically look?
Well, it often starts with strategically raising your prices as you deliver more proven value and build a stronger reputation and portfolio. You've earned it. It also means looking for ways to productize your services. This is key for escaping the time for money trap.
Productizing, like
Yeah.
turning a service into a product.
Exactly. Turning your unique AI-powered workflows, your proven processes, into things like downloadable templates, comprehensive toolkits, or even mini courses that can be sold passively online. This generates income without requiring your direct hourly involvement for every dollar earned.
Okay, that's smart. Passive income streams.
Mhm. You could also begin to build a small, highly efficient team, maybe hiring virtual assistants, VAs for specific tasks, collaborating with other specialized freelancers, or even integrating more advanced AI agents to handle certain parts of your workflow autonomously. And for those with a grander vision, the path might lead towards launching your own microsauce product based on a niche problem you've successfully solved for many freelance clients. Or even teaching what you know through online courses, workshops, or coaching, building an audience around your specific AI expertise.
That progression makes perfect sense. From freelancer to automated agency owner to product creator, maybe even educator. But are there any common pitfalls?
Yeah.
Any traps that AI freelancers, especially new ones stepping into this space, should be acutely aware of? Things to avoid?
Absolutely. The sources highlight several critical ones to watch out for. First, and maybe most importantly, relying 100% on raw AI output is a major mistake. Never ship unpolished AI content. Always, always add your unique human creativity, your critical judgment, your domain expertise, polish everything.
Human oversight is key.
It's non-negotiable. Second, spamming generic, untailored content will quickly kill your reputation. Clients demand specificity and customization. Every piece of content, every solution should feel thoughtfully tailored to their specific needs and brand voice. Third, undervaluing your work is a really common self-sabotaging error. Just because AI makes you faster doesn't mean your work is suddenly less valuable. Remember, clients pay for outcomes and results, not the hours you spent pushing buttons. Price based on value.
Don't undercharge just because it feels easier.
Exactly. And finally, perhaps most critically in this rapidly evolving field, ignoring updates is basically a fatal error. AI tools, models, and best practices evolve weekly, sometimes even daily. Staying current by subscribing to relevant newsletters, actively participating in online communities, and constantly experimenting with new features is absolutely vital to maintaining your competitive edge. You have to keep learning.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit from services to products. Because if you're dreaming of that truly passive income, the idea of creating something valuable once and then selling it over and over, potentially forever, without worrying about inventory or shipping, then digital products are undeniably the answer. And the sources suggest AI has just made them the ultimate business model, especially for solopreneurs. Why is that? What makes them so powerful now?
You've really hit on a core truth of the AI-powered economy. There are several incredibly compelling reasons why digital products, supercharged by AI, are so attractive right now. First, they have extremely low overhead. There's no physical inventory to store, no shipping logistics to manage, no need for a physical storefront or lots of staff. Your costs are minimal once the product is created. Second, they are infinitely scalable. You create the ebook, the course, the template pack once, and you can sell it to 10 people or 10,000 people worldwide with virtually no additional cost per sale. Your reach is global and instant.
Create once, sell forever. That's the dream.
Pretty much. Third, automated delivery is a complete game changer. Platforms like Gumroad, PayHip, Lemon Squeezy, they handle the entire sales process, payment collection, and instant delivery of the digital product 24/7, even while you're sleeping. That's true passive income potential. Fourth, they come in such diverse formats. We're talking ebooks, comprehensive online courses, simple micro lessons, design templates, software tools, specialized prompt packs. There's a format to fit almost any niche, any skill set, any type of knowledge you possess.
Lots of flexibility there.
Huge flexibility. And finally, maybe most importantly in the AI context, AI allows for incredibly fast iteration. You can build a minimum viable product, MVP version of your digital product incredibly quickly using AI tools, launch it, get real user feedback, and then use AI again to rapidly refine, improve, and relaunch updated versions. You can respond to market demands almost in real time.
That speed of iteration is key, isn't it? Reduces the risk massively.
Massively. It accelerates the whole process from idea to income.
So that's the dream, right? From just a single idea to a polished digital product earning passive income, potentially very quickly and with minimal upfront risk. What are some of the most popular and impactful types of digital products that AI has truly enhanced or made easier to create?
Yeah, the sources highlight a few categories that are particularly effective and seeing a lot of success right now. First, ebooks and guides. This is a classic, but AI makes it so much faster. You can use advanced language models like GPT-4 to help generate outlines, draft chapters, research content, even suggest titles. And then AI image generators and design tools like Canva can help create stunning, professional-looking covers and interior layouts, even if you're not a designer.
So you can write and publish a book much faster.
Much faster. One source mentioned a teacher earning reportedly $3,000 a month passively from an AI-assisted educational ebook they published on Amazon KDP, solving a specific learning problem for students in their niche.
Wow. Okay, what else besides ebooks?
Second, courses and micro lessons. Similar idea. Use AI to help generate the curriculum outline, draft the lesson content or scripts, create quizzes or exercises. You can even use AI voice tools, like we mentioned earlier, to record the audio narration for video lessons, saving you hours of recording time or the cost of a voice actor.
Making course creation much more accessible.
Definitely. Third, prompt packs. This is a really interesting one, specifically tied to AI itself. The true insight behind selling prompt packs is that they monetize the skill gap that exists in using AI effectively. Lots of people know AI is powerful, but they struggle to get the specific high-quality output they need because they don't know how to write good prompts.
So you're selling the secret sauce.
Exactly. Your curated collection of effective tested prompts for specific niche tasks, maybe for writing marketing copy, generating therapy exercises, crafting coding snippets, creating certain art styles becomes a valuable shortcut for others. You're selling not just text files, but packaged AI mastery, saving users hours of frustrating trial and error.
That's clever. Selling the expertise to unlock the AI's potential.
And fourth, mini sauce tools, often built with no code. We touched on this earlier. Building simple calculators, AI-powered widgets, or specialized GPT-based apps using platforms like Bubble, Software, or even just connecting Webflow forms to the OpenAI API via Zapier, then you monetize access via subscriptions.
So it's not just about creating content, but also potentially building and selling actual software tools, even without being a coder. And the sources suggest it's entirely possible to create a high-quality digital product, like one of these, in just a weekend. They have this concept called the 48-hour creation challenge. Could you walk us through how that might actually work?
Yeah, it sounds intense, but it's a powerful, actionable framework designed for rapid deployment and getting something to market fast. So, day one is all about building the core product itself, leveraging AI heavily. Let's stick with that example. You're creating a comprehensive resume and cover letter toolkit, maybe targeting recent graduates. On day one, you would use a language model to generate, say, 10, 15 different resume templates formatted for various industries. You generate tailored cover letter variations for different job application types, maybe add a LinkedIn profile optimization checklist. Then you'd use a design tool like Canva to package all this into an attractive, editable PDF workbook for your users. Design the product's visual branding, create eye-catching cover graphics. You could even go the extra mile and record a quick tutorial video explaining how to best use the toolkit, maybe using an AI voiceover tool to make it sound professional. All of that, potentially, in a single focus day.
Okay, that sounds like a very productive day one. What about day two? How do you actually get it ready to sell?
Right. Day two is entirely focused on setting up the sales funnel, again, heavily assisted by AI tools. First, you use a language model to write compelling, persuasive landing page copy. This needs to clearly highlight the value proposition, the benefits, the transformation your toolkit offers recent grads. Then you set up the product on an automated delivery platform, Gumroad, PayHip, whatever you choose, so people can buy it and get it instantly. Next, you use AI to generate your launch emails. Craft a short sequence, maybe 3 emails, designed to build anticipation, explain the product, and drive sales. You'd also create some eye-catching promotional graphics for social media using AI design tools. And finally, you schedule your launch campaign across relevant platforms, maybe LinkedIn, targeting university career groups, relevant subreddits, maybe even a few targeted posts on X or Instagram. By the end of Sunday night, potentially, your high-quality digital product is live, ready to attract customers and start generating cash flow.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
incredibly fast. What's truly fascinating here, I think, is how AI empowers creators to go from just a raw idea to a market-ready, potentially income-generating product in a mere fraction of the time it used to take.
It really does. It dramatically lowers the barrier to entry for digital entrepreneurship and massively accelerates that feedback loop and the potential for cash flow. It's truly an unprecedented era for solo digital entrepreneurs.